Hello, Leo. Welcome to my channel. I'm Mr. Genie. This reading's for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's a timeless reading. When you were guided here, you were meant to hear this message at this point in time. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for your support. As I said, I'm Mr. Genie. I'm from the USA. Currently live on a little island in the Caribbean. I'm interested to know where you're listening from, so drop it in the comments. I love seeing the different places around the world. Spirit's message is reaching. It also gives us opportunity, Leo, to connect with each other. Each week I have a giveaway for my followers and or subscribers. Give away a free live reading. If you wish to enter, of course you have to be a follower and or subscriber and write in the comments, I am worthy of nothing but the best. I am worthy of nothing but the best. I'm excited to announce that a subscription is available. Thank all of you who already subscribed. There you'll find extended readings. You know tarot, the further you clarify, the stronger the message, the better the advice. Also, there's a lot of discounts and perks and good stuff, and it's a beautiful community. And I am not only a tarot reader, I'm a mystic, and I love to share with you what my spirit team and I do, that there's no time and it's just not possible in the public forum. So I invite you all to join and be a part of the Mystic Genie community by subscribing. I also want to announce I have a new channel, Mr. Genie the Shadow. It's where we dive into the shadows where our fears and blockages lie that prevent us from living life to its fullest. So check it out, Mr. Genie the Shadow. Today's message is being pulled from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. We're clarifying with the traditional tarot. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have for Leo? Leo. Two cards came out. Gray endings are inevitable, and Mirror. Treat your body like the place it is. Gray endings are inevitable. I feel here like you're going through something that has to end, and you're kind of like punishing yourself for it. By what I mean by that, maybe you're, not doing the healthiest things, but not only that, it's, like, oh, why did I do this? Why didn't I do that? I should have seen this. I should have did that. What if this and what if that, and shoulda, woulda, coulda. Number 37 might be significant. Endings are inevitable. As humans, we tend to see things in black and white, forgetting to account for all the gray in-betweens. As I was going to say, everything in moderation. There is someone in your life who's begun to fade away, or maybe they're gone altogether now. Don't fight it. Real relationships are not the same as the fairy tales we know and love. There are no neat and tidy bows to tie things up at the end, leaving you satisfied. Acceptance isn't easy, but it's a thing you need to work towards. We create our own closure. And also the number 4 we have here, the Mirror. And I'm hearing Spirit say there's something that you need to reflect on within yourself as well here, Leo. You've been feeling self-conscious as of late, but the answer isn't to change anything about yourself. The answer is to learn to love the body you've been given. Avoid those crash diets, that extreme exercise, or any other unhealthy behavior. Take stride towards a healthy mindset that accepts yourself as you are, not what you feel pressure to be. And I feel like something here came to an end, and like I said, you're beating yourself up, thinking that you're less than, or you weren't good enough, or, I gotta go on a diet, I gotta lose 1 million pounds so that I'm desirable. How can somebody leave me, or how can there be another person for some of you? And, you're doing all that self punishment, I call it. Let's see what the tarot has to say. There's the Six of Swords on the cut in the Page of Pentacles, okay? First of all, one step at a time. Take one step at a time here. Really look inside here, because what somebody else does not put value or worth on our own self, okay? Sometimes relationships are just meant to end. Some people are in our lives for a moment, and some are with us, for a lifetime. But some people are just visitors. There's a lesson to be learned here. And I think for a lot of you here, God's trying to show you just knowing your value and knowing your worth. And the Six of Swords on the cut here is a very powerful card. And the meaning behind the Six of Swords is, they're going and the new land is here in sight. But there's 6 swords in the boat. And what this represents is all the chaos and the hurt and the pain that happened in this treacherous water over here with whatever you're coming out of, what's ending. And she's going towards peace, what we all seek, peace. But the meaning behind this card is to leave the 6 swords behind. Otherwise, you arrive at the new land. It could be a different place, different time, different people, different situation. It'll be the same shit, different day. Then you'll say, this always happens to me. And you'll be right, because that's your belief system, and what you so believe shall come upon you. Instead, you think things over. Learn the lesson for whatever happened. It's going to be different for all of you. It's a general reading. You'll know. And when you arrive at the new land, whether it's geographically speaking or metaphorically speaking, or, just moving into a different cycle of life, learn the lesson and start over wiser and stronger. And that came jumping out. The Knight of Pentacles. Take things slow. The number 4 was on the card, which is stability. Slow and steady wins the race. It could be for some of you here that, you jumped into a situation before and maybe were ignoring red flags, or, there was so much chemistry. We'll see if the Knight or King of Wands comes out, that you're a Queen of Wands. You lose your mind and you jump in, and then, you kind of knew all along that it was inevitably going to end, but we don't want it to end because, we think of all these fairy tale thoughts in our mind, and we get hooked on actually what we hope the relationship will be instead of what it is. 2 of Cups, true love, unconditional love. And the 3 of Wands. She's waiting for the ships to come in, and you can see here. So she's waiting there as well, and there's a ship in the clouds here. But there's a lesson to be learned here before Spirit will bring in the relationship that you're waiting on, or the situation that you're waiting on that's on that ship. And now we have the Emperor. It could be dealing with an Aries, and that's about, taking control of the situation and moving forward, stronger and wiser. Like I said, the Emperor drives the Chariot in the Tarot, which is about moving forward, determination and victory, and confidence. But first, could be dealing with a Scorpio. Death has to happen, and that's a transformation. Whatever happened here, like I said, has to die. It has to be let go. The lesson has to be learned so that you can move forward and transform your new path and have your rebirth that you've been waiting for here. Get out of this. The 9 of Swords, overthinking everything, morning, noon, and night, playing what if, should have, could have, would have, what if this and what if that, and why did I do this, and it's my fault, and this, that, and the other, beating yourself up and not getting anywhere and not moving forward in life, feeling anxious, feeling stressed, losing sleep, maybe even feeling depressed and not getting anywhere. And things will transform once you glean that lesson and move forward one step at a time. What other advice do you have here for Leo Spirit? the Ace of Swords. Like the Oracle card said, sometimes it's very difficult to swallow that pill, facing the truth. The sword of the truth here, facing the truth, and just realize that this was meant to end. And that sword cuts away also what doesn't serve you. And when God sees something, you know how they say, rejection is protection. And God will, cut that out of your life. But He allows it to happen for some time so that you learn something. So think about it, Leo. What is it that you needed to learn? Glean that, move forward one step at a time, and you will have, your ship will come in, definitely. And stop beating yourself up. No, if somebody else doesn't choose you, or goes to somebody else, or leaves you behind, or abandons you, or, makes you feeling less than, no one could put a value on you but you, and you are priceless. Three of Swords. Yeah, your heart was broken here, and there's a lesson to be learned there. Six of Pentacles, about reciprocity. You can't be the one putting all in and receiving nothing in return. No matter what, after a while, the giver gets resentful. And as humans, when we're getting everything easy peasy, no effort needed, we take advantage and we become ungrateful, and it's a recipe for disaster and for endings to be inevitable, because the universe is all about balance. That is your message, Leo. It's beautiful and it's powerful. If it resonates, like, share, comment, follow. If you're already following, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please do. It's absolutely free. It's a click of a button, and it helps with the algorithm to get Spirit's message out to other Leos. I do my part. I ask that you help out and please do yours. It's really appreciated. If you're looking for a personal reading, any life coaching, or spell work, my information is in the description. It's also right here. I don't solicit to anyone. You have to message me. If you don't know what spell work is, feel free to ask questions. I don't mind. It's powerful, Leo, and it's real. It's about changing an outcome instead of accepting one. My spirit team and I have had great success, even in the most complicated situations. We specialize in reuniting loved ones, all matters of the heart, including bringing in new love. We also do financial spells, cord cutting, and spell removal if need be. A lot of times, people put a spell on us and we can't let them go. And then we stay in toxic situations even though we know it's not good for ourselves. If you're looking for any life coaching, please also reach out through the email. My spirit team and I, for decades, have helped people get through difficult times and difficult decisions. We want to believe that we are humans with the spirit, so naturally we deal with things in the 3D realm, the physical and mental, and end up in the Nine of Swords and get very little results, and a lot of times not such good ones. My spirit team and I know for a fact that we are actual spiritual beings with a human body. We deal with things in the spiritual realm. There you get your answers, there you get your results, and we help you to do that. If you're interested or have questions, reach out through the email. I have personal readings open. If you are interested, I have readings to suit everyone's needs and everyone's budget. And when you're a subscriber, there's discounts on all of the services that my spirit team and I offer. Once again, I invite you all to subscribe and be part of the Mystic Genie community. Don't forget, check out Mystic Genie, The Shadow. And for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for your support and subscribing. God bless you till next time, Leo. Ciao.